asset tracking for manufacturing, automotive for the cheap part of the automotive segment, and also for smart cities as well. Very accessible, very affordable. Everything is ready to test the samples, to test the MPCI form factor, to test the kits and all that.
Cool, it's Eamon with IP Exchange. We're at the Cavli Wireless booth at Embedded World 2023, day 3. I'm with Thomas. He's going to tell us about one of their latest products, which is very new technology. So, Thomas, can you tell us about this module and what sets it apart from what's currently on the market?
So right now we have, in our portfolio we have 4 to 5 main modules, and this one is a new one of the last 2-3 months. Okay. Which is based on Cat 1bis technology, mostly about the release 14, which basically can allow the device to be shut down remotely, such as a kind of Cat M1 technology, but can have access to the Cat 1 coverage. So this is kind of massive and also very ultra low cost. So behind this module is based on Qualcomm QCX216, which has been launched by Qualcomm 2-3 months ago. And this is kind of our superstar of the last 2-3 months now.
So I can see that you've built it as an IoT module. What would you say are kind of the ideal applications that an engineer would want to choose Cavli Wireless as a partner for?
So this one is, the main thing about this module is that it's very accessible, very affordable, and very low cost. So for whatever end device which is kind of low cost at the end, this is the kind of perfect candidate because it can go very, very far, anywhere in the world, mostly. It's good mostly for asset tracking, for manufacturing, I would say automotive for the cheap part of the automotive segment, and also for smart cities as well.
Cool. Those are all quite far-ranging applications. So, what do you reckon? What's the approximate range this chip has in terms of its wireless capability?
So, in terms of range, you mean about coverage?
Distance.
Okay. So, in terms of distance, mostly this is a Cat 1bis, so it's all about the Cat 1 technology. So, it can basically have 10 megabytes per second for this kind of technology. It can go anywhere in Europe, in APAC. Okay. We have no other version to go in the US or Canada. Okay. So in terms of range, it can go basically anywhere. This is the point of this new chip because this chip behind is global band. Okay. It can go anywhere mostly. Can
you tell me a bit about the evaluation platforms?
So for the kit, basically, whenever a customer has the kits, they can access to this new Cat 16 QS, Cat 1bis. It also can access the connectivity of Cavli because we don't only provide the module, but also the connectivity over the eSIM inside, okay, and the platform to basically manage the modem and the connectivity.
Nice. That's you've done a good explanation of everything this chip can do. Do you want to tell me a little bit about the other modules that Cavli Wireless do?
So mostly the thing about Cavli Wireless is that all of our modules are made in India. So we are a US company that made in India this kind of modules. We have the R&D in India. Really close to the R&D, we have the manufacturers that we do everything in-house. Okay. So in our portfolio, we have a range of modules that can go from NB-IoT, LTM, Cat 1, Cat 4, Cat 6, and from Cat 6, we go to 5G. So we have 2 5G coming in the next 6 months. This is the new thing here. Excellent. So basically, we have right now in our portfolio 4 or 5 modules, and we're about to have 13, so multiply by 3 the portfolio in 1 year.
Cool. So we'll look forward to getting back to you on that kind of stuff. Just to double check, what kind of availability is this? Because it's new, but you said it came out the last 3 months. Is it market ready? Can engineers get a hold of this technology right now?
So right now we basically have the kit ready, we have the samples ready, we already have stock. Over the last 2 months, the traction has been very massive, especially in Europe, actually. Therefore, we have basically all ready, and everything is ready to test the samples, to test the MPCI form factor, to test the kits, and all that.
So this is kind of the perfect time if you want to be an early adopter. Then you've got the ways to evaluate the technology, and then when you go into production, it's all going to be ready to go.
Yeah, exactly. Basically, the lead time issue that was happening over the last 2 years for the supply chain shortage, this doesn't exist anymore, basically, because we are also with Qualcomm, and these guys having so much traction that now we have a huge stock already. Nice. Basically, the lead time is not like 10 weeks as before, it's just like 1 day for us.
Oh, fantastic. Cool. That was Thomas at the Cavli Wireless booth. What I like to ask at the end of these interviews is, we're at a big show, Embedded World, one of the biggest shows in the year. How have you found it? Anything you've seen that's particularly interesting? Any new trends that you can spot?
So honestly, I was in my booth over the last every hour over the last 2 days. It was really busy.
Yeah, that's good. That's usually the answer.
But I mean, sometimes I can have sometimes to get out of my booth, have some coffee and come back really fast. But this is the only thing I can do because actually the last 2 days were really, really busy, and we saw many partners that we work with for now a lot of times. And I mean, many people are coming to our booth mostly about this module and about the new one coming up. So it was a busy day there, very busy event.
Good. Well, we look forward to writing about the next 13 that are coming soon.
Okay.
So that's Cavli Wireless, and yeah, thank you very much. Very good to meet you.
I call upon all IoT design engineers, head to ipexchange.tech to evaluate this technology. Now watch this 3-pointer.
That's too easy!